I'm getting ready for a month-long golf trip where I'll be traveling around Europe, taking the metro, taking the subways, taking the buses, taking bikes in some situations. So I have to pack smart. And because it is a golf trip, I am golfing at every single location. I don't want to have to rent clubs at every golf course. So instead, here's what I'm doing. I have a travel kit, that's a golf bag that also attaches to a carry-on that's really easy to maneuver with. Inside that golf bag, I'm going to be putting this. This is lightweight, really easy to carry around and put into a larger golf carry bag. I also thrifted a bunch of golf clubs. I'm going to be leaving them in Europe, and then that way I can fill this thing up with wine and bring it back to the States. I already have an old driver that I don't like. It wasn't fit for me. I bought it online on sale, used, and so it's time to move on, and I don't feel bad leaving this one behind. I also have an old putter, same sentiments. So these two, I know I need my driver and my putter when I'm playing. Definitely have these, I know I can hit them well. But now let's test out these irons and see how they do. It's gonna be interesting. Let's take a closer look here. A PXG, actually this one's really nice. We also have a Cleveland, we have a 6 iron, a 7 iron. So I was able to find an assortment of different options. So I'm thinking I'll need, most likely, a 7 or 8 and then a wedge. And I'm gonna see how distribution of yardage and see exactly what the numbers are gonna look like. I'm using my SkyTrack to get numbers on these clubs to see how reliable they're going to be. Let's test out shortest to furthest, how about that? So we have a Cleveland 60, let's try that out first. Already this club feels comfortable, it's not too heavy or anything. Ooh, that is for sure a 60 degree. I got that one up there, pulled it, stayed on the runway though, about 50 yards. I mean, it'll play. Now we have the TaylorMade 60. Not in the best shape, but you know, could be worse. I haven't really hit too many 60 degrees in here, to be honest with you. If I do, it's typically a little chip shot onto the green. So taking the full swing maybe isn't the wisest choice. Man, these are definitely getting up there. Pull this one again. Out of the two, I think I'm leaning more towards the Cleveland. It is heavier in weight. If we're comparing these two thrift stores 60 degrees, I like the weight of the Cleveland better. I feel like I'm not going to pull it as much. However, I just thought of this. I'm going for lightweight. I'm trying to haul this around all of Europe. Madrid, Ireland, Germany, subways, buses, planes, trains, automobiles. So I actually think I need to go with the TaylorMade. We're going for weight here, and this one is much lighter. So TaylorMade, you're the winner. Now on to the pitching wedge. I had a few options, and actually I feel bad for whoever this might be. This is a PXG pitching wedge. I think that probably happened where they left it somewhere, so I'm sorry if this was yours. This is a pretty nice club. And this next option, I honestly have never heard of this club before. It's the Bazooka 300 pitching wedge. I'm gonna tell you, I'm already kind of leaning towards this one here. It's kind of funny just because, I mean, weight-wise, they're pretty similar. This one might be a little bit lighter. I have to try the Bazooka first and see how it goes. Oh, I'm just now noticing this is left-handed. Oh my gosh, how did I not notice that before? So I guess I won't be using the Bazooka. PXG is the winner by default because this is a left-handed club. All right, so winner, PXG. In the bag. So the selection at the thrift store didn't have too many options for the longer irons. I was able to find the Tour X MG23, and this is a 7 iron. So, you know, pretty versatile club. I've never played these before. And then also a TaylorMade 6 iron. We'll see how they perform. This one looks like it's pretty beat up, but I like the graphite shaft. And we just have a standard regular steel shaft in the Tour X. We'll see how this one performs first. Now we have the Tour X 7 iron. See how I had this one already? I can tell this one's heavier, steel shaft. Ooh, I like how straight it is. A little cut, that's my shot. Definitely play the cut. Stayed on, about 144. For a 6 iron, that's definitely short. Part of it's me, I'm not warmed up. But we'll try this one again, get a better number, see if I can do a little more of a draw, not a cut. A little bit straighter on that one. Still a bit of a fade. And about 150 this time with this 6 iron. Honestly, I'm not upset with that. I'll play that all day in Europe. You know, part of me feels like I'm gonna get over there and be like, this is too amazing. I need to rent clubs at every course. If I do that, don't judge me too much. Regardless, I'm just gonna be happy to be playing in Europe and seeing some incredible golf courses. Let's test the next one, the 7 iron. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna probably go as far as that 6 did. It doesn't feel bad. Oh, I kind of like, I mean, part of it could be that I'm just warming up. That was a bad hit. Honestly, this club is heavy and I'm gonna pass on it for that sole reason. Out of the long irons, the winner is the 6 iron. That's going in the bag. So if we have the travel bag here, the one that I'm gonna ditch in Europe, I'll bring back the bag full of goodies and souvenirs and gifts. I'll bring back these head covers too, but I do wanna bring the nice head covers. I'll be filling these with goodies as well. So far in the clubs we have here is a 60 degree, we have a pitching wedge, a 6 iron, a putter, and then I have an old Adams, I think it was my dad's, it's a 3 hybrid. So I'm gonna throw that in the bag too, just to get some distance, but play some long holes. So I'm gonna see how full this is. I honestly feel like I have space for another club. I'm gonna try to throw an 8 iron in here. 8 iron is my favorite club. So I'm gonna look around and see what old 8 iron I have. And maybe I'll find one. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I did find an old 8 iron. I just wanna see if I'm hitting it still at my 8 iron distance, which is about, typically outside, it's about 140, 135. Oh yeah, I still got it. There's a reason why this was one of my old clubs. And I'm gonna try to stick it out with playing these in Europe, making them work for me, and then leaving them for a gift for someone else. Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure I'm going to get put on blast for going on a golf trip to Europe and not bringing my own clubs. Like I said, worst case scenario, I'll just rent clubs. If you're in for the ride to see how I play with these thrift store clubs, then make sure to follow. I will be doing vlogs the entire trip about the trip, about the golf courses. I'll be using those fun clubs in the process. Thanks for watching this video and can't wait to hear what you have to say about my hodgepodge bag for my Europe trip.